which is Quinn Jannety. Welcome. Thank you for being here and thank you for waiting for us today.
Good evening, Senator Anwar and distinguished members of the Public Health Committee. My name is Quinn Jannety, and I'm a certified peer support specialist here in the state of Connecticut who supports young adults across the state. And I'm also the administrative coordinator for the Keep the Promise Coalition, a grassroots of people with lived experience and of mental distress, of trauma, and of psychiatric system involvement. Keep the Promise builds community power as a means of promoting human rights, self-determination, and racial and social justice in Connecticut's mental health system. I'm here to testify in support of SB 370, like so many of my peers today. As a trans non-binary person, I know that my community often avoids seeking mental health care out of the fear of carceral consequences that often follow sharing mental health struggles, including thoughts of suicide. As a facilitator for alternatives to suicide groups that are often attended by trans folks, I know how deeply impactful it is to have a safe and non-judgmental place to share your experiences. I have seen so many folks come to these groups and take what seems like their first full breath all day, all week, all month. Without wider availability of peer support and without peer respites, many of us, as we enter another year of unprecedented anti-trans bills being introduced around the country and at the national level, really struggle. With the constant messaging that we are neither wanted nor accepted, it is not surprising that over 80% of trans adults in the US have thought about suicide and 42% have attempted suicide. In moments of distress, crisis, and life-altering circumstances, where are we supposed to go? To the hospital, where we know we will be misgendered, dead-named, potentially denied access to gender-affirming care, isolated from our chosen families, surrounded by people who may be transphobic as they are strangers to us, stripped of our personal gender-affirming clothing and cell phones. This is not an environment where healing happens for my community. The hospital is not a birthplace of possibility and of hope for many who have experienced a mental health crisis. We need community care and we need peer respites. It took just a single visit with a family member who was hospitalized for mental health to know that I never wanted to become a patient in that environment, but a depressive episode my junior year of undergrad landed me in that situation. I spent 2 days inpatient, after which I was told to follow up with a prescriber and sent on my way with no support in place. My mental health didn't get better after this, it got worse. But I knew that I couldn't go back to that environment. The staff didn't understand what I was experiencing, nor were they curious about the circumstances that had led to my being there. They reacted from a place of fear and immediately moved into exertion of control. My experience is not unique. It has happened to many people, many of them multiple times. In those moments of despair and depression, I deserve the right to consent, to choice, to connection to my community. This is why we need peer respites. Recovering and healing do not happen in a vacuum. They do not happen alone. They don't happen in an empty hospital room. Recovery and healing happen in the context of connection, community, consent and choice, and mutual reciprocal relationships. Your constituents deserve access to peer respites. Please support SB 370 to create 8 peer-run respites here in the state of Connecticut, plus a technical assistance center to support implementation and sustainability. It is time. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today.
Thank you, Quinn, for a very powerful testimony and thank you for your passion. And you're so sorry about your experience, but you're a very strong individual and you've shown strength to share your passion and also the experience, which is difficult to do.
Thank you, Senator. I appreciate it.
So we're listening to you, we hear you, and Connecticut is home for everyone. Thank you.